Dana says.
Tana says.
We are back driving with your mate.
Yes.
You want to start this part of?
Yes. Now we would like to talk about, and it's something we mentioned in episode 1 just briefly, but we're going to somewhat pick back up on that. And it is navigating with your mate, whether you're using MapQuest, whether you're using a navigation system, a GPS, your phone, and you're reading off directions because you know they're not supposed to read while they're driving, even though they do text and drive when they're not supposed to.
No, 7 pounds. 7 pounds.
That means nothing to him.
Yes, it
but
does.
anyway,
I stopped.
He paused.
I stopped.
That's another issue that we have because oftentimes, as he mentioned, he does do the driving, and I'm fine with playing co-pilot and just helping to, give him directions. But what what I don't like is when he doesn't appreciate the way I'm giving directions. And again, it was the way that we've been working and functioning very well, I would have to say, for the last few years. He always wants to know how many miles he will be on a certain street.
Yeah, y'all remember that from episode 1, right?
Yes, exactly. And, my thing is stick to the formula. If that's what's been working for us, then don't try to switch up on me in the middle of a trip or in the middle of a drive somewhere, because that's not working for you. Because as I said in the first one, he's programmed me, trained me.
And I say to you again, if I could program her to do anything, let me tell you.
That's the only thing that works. How you like to get directions when we're driving. So that's how I give it to you. And if anyone can give us suggestions on, what works for you and how you navigate with each other in the car, when one person is not necessarily listening to the navigation system, don't want to listen to the navigation system, wants you to read off instructions from your phone because maybe it didn't come up in the navigation. Those are some of the things that we have experienced as challenges on the road with each other.
You're talking a lot.
It's the truth. It's my passion. It's a hot button with me. In case you can tell from the first episode.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't count on her every time. Yeah, you giving me you giving navigation directions and you don't know how to read them, and I've been teaching you for 4 years now, and you still can't.
How many years?
4.
Okay.
Or 8.
It's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah, and she still ain't get it. Yeah, you still ain't. But fellas, I know that y'all go through this and it irks your nerves, and I think it irks her nerves as well too, right? Some things. Right?
Always prepare for the worst when we get in the car.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Know something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a heated moment or two.
Yeah.
Our son even suggested putting a dash cam on the front of the car so we could see how we behave with each other. He's in the back usually with his earphones on because he doesn't want to hear it. He's just like, just get me there.
Because she always makes me miss the turn. Even if we reading it off the navigation, she's like, oh, I didn't know that was the street. Hilarious. But
I've had a couple of mishaps.
Here we go with the mishaps. But
I'll admit.
But the thing of it is that, it's just driving. We do get peeved off at each other, but I don't hold it against her.
Because he thinks he can drive better than I can.
I can.
I know I can drive better than he
She can.
I don't like to drive long distances, so I usually.
And then I don't want to hear. I don't even
let him take over.
I don't want to hear her mouth.
The formula is sleep. 9 times out of 10, depending on how far we're going, I fall asleep.
And that's perfect. She sleep. I'm driving the best in the world. As soon as she wake up, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been driving for 8 hours and she been sleep. She wake up all of a sudden. She needs to give me direction on how to drive.
Before I go to sleep, just in case you guys are wondering, I always pray for traveling mercy to get us there in one piece. And if not, for me not to wake up, and then that way I won't know what happened, because then I won't have to blame him.
Well, I make sure my seatbelt is on at all times when she's driving. I keep my imaginary brake. I keep my imaginary brake locked and ready at all times, and I sleep with one hand like this, and her eye open.
And he snores. So no, that's not true.
No,
he's out.
So why you gotta go there?
Because that's my signal. When I hear that, then I know. All right, it's my time to shine.
Why you had to go there?
I'm sorry.
That ain't right.
That's a slip. You want to edit that out?
No. Now we got to do. Now, see, she ain't want to do this episode on your mate's pet peeves.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah. See, because it's all about what you can live with, you know? And, you know, if you're with somebody, you know they have something that irks you.
Yes.
Irks you to death.
Yes.
But if you choose to be with them, those are the things that you can live with.
It makes them charming.
Yeah, we're gonna get that episode going as well. But, you know, we want to hear comments, feedback,
Absolutely.
suggestions, driving with your mate.
What works for you? What works for you in your relationship?
I mostly have learned to ignore her. She doesn't get into crashes and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and I haven't either. So I
got my first ticket in 21 years. It was for speeding, but he did reduce it down to a parking ticket.
See? Exactly my point. Was I going that fast?
I told him I had to use the bathroom.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It worked.
I'm sure it did. Like it worked for all the women out
Oh, no, that's not right. So what are men use?
there. I told you, it's usually men pulling us over. Most likely, it ain't that many women out there. If we do get a chance to, for a woman to pull us over, I'm like, cling, go to smile. How you doing? Aren't you the rapper day today?
How far does that get you?
I got a whole bunch of tickets. That's all I know. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for episode 3.
Thank you.
Driving with your mate. Please, feedback.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Suggestions.
Laugh with us and at us.
All right, and we'll catch y'all on a full circle. Dana says.
Tana says.
Yep, you know it. 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 Yep, you know it.